It's an all-Eastern Conference affair this time for the traveling New York Knicks. Thanks for tuning in to our Saturday night broadcast. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin and Clark here to get you started. And now, the New York Knicks starters. Ewing is out there with Oakley and Johnson. And for the Magic, they've got Grant and Anderson. Thinking about the Knicks, I'm reminded that their arena is getting a huge renovation. Started this last summer, will continue through 2013.
And the estimated cost is close to $1 billion. Wow. I mean, it includes a new open-air lobby on 7th Avenue, event-level suites, new locker rooms, and a new scoreboard, a new sixth-floor concourse. I mean, an outstanding building. Sounds like it's going to be a lot better.
And so here's New York. Here's Johnson, and no good. But close in that one, so he'll shoot two. Final Fours last year caught the Orlando Magic. Just looking here at their numbers, they were just unstoppable in the Eastern Conference alone with 39 wins.
Well, Kevin, a lot of teams in the East would have been happy with 39 wins overall on the year, let alone winning those, having that kind of number in conference games.
And with the Magic's Eastern record, I guess that just shows how much firepower they have.
A lot of firepower. They love to get it inside, but they can shoot the three. They play in transition. You're not going to put up numbers like that unless you have depth. And they had plenty of it and got contributions off the bench, which is key.
They've maneuvered well, haven't they?
They've done a really nice job in terms of putting their team together and keeping it in position to challenge for an Eastern Conference championship.
And Doris Burke spoke with Mike D'Antoni. Doris?
Kevin, as far as their offensive strategy, he told me the great thing about coaching this team is that he doesn't necessarily need to draw up any fancy strategy because these guys are so smart at that end of the floor. Today, it's more a matter of giving them a few basic ideas and letting them do the rest. Gentlemen?
Thank you, Doris. So shooting is certainly on the menu early in this one.
Well, when you get right down to it, that's the name of the game. You've got to put the ball in the basket.
Well, the New York Knicks not exactly dominant on the road this season to go 11-30 Clark.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what you expect, Kevin, when you've got a team that's in transition, young, not really defense-minded. It's hard to win on the road.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here now the Magic. 1:04 left in the first. Here's Anderson. It's blocked. The road, though, Clark, offers a team to bond together, really come close together.
Yeah, it does give that opportunity to a team. I mean, you've got new faces for the Knicks, and the quicker they can gel, the better off they'll be.
And here now the Magic. Here's Hardaway. The rebound by Ewing. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Magic making a switch here. On defense, New York. Here's Anderson. Stripped it away.
He got caught napping. You've got to pay attention and protect. Great D leads to easy offense.
And the Knicks with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Back to Johnson. Here's Houston. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. That's the end of this closely contested first quarter. Magic out in front, up by 3.
They're playing lockdown D, Kevin. As a coach, you can't ask for anything more.
And it's been a second as the second quarter gets going. And here now the Magic. 3-point lead. One thing that stands out when you're the Magic, they had confidence and lots of it. Dominant in Amway Arena with 34 wins at home.
Very impressive. Only 7 losses. I didn't think they could improve much on that, Kevin, from the year before. But they actually won 2 more games at home from their 9 total. Very, very strong.
And New York, looking who they got. And Oakley. No good. The Magic the other way. 1:28 left in the second. And now this year, the inaugural year of the Amway Center, they'd like to duplicate their home success. I'd imagine that they had before at the old building.
Well, I think they'll have a chance because they're a good team, but it's a new facility, a beautiful facility. It almost makes you feel like you don't want to lose in there. I mean, you feel so bad about not being able to get a win in this kind of a facility. Just a terrific place to have basketball games and obviously other events throughout Orlando as well.
And the Knicks with the ball. They trail by 7. Here's Houston. New York, no good that time either.
Really not enough defensive pressure there to force that miss. He's got to be disappointed.
Baseline jumper. The shot misses. So Orlando will take it the other way.
He's really struggled to get into any kind of comfortable flow here. 0 points this quarter, and he really doesn't look like himself out there.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And he hits the jumper for 2.
Kevin, this guy keeps constant pressure on the defense whenever he has the ball. He's a good decision maker, he can score, and he's also a terrific passer. He seems to always make the right decision with the ball.
Here's Strong, poked away.
The closer in you get, the more they'll reach in for the pilfer. You got to protect the rock.
That'll do it for the first half. We're back to Orlando after this.
And a fun game going on out in Orlando as HP presents our halftime report. Some good basketball for the Magic. They've been airtight with their defensive rebounding. No second chance looks. The first half, a productive one for Horace Grant. Lighten up that scoreboard. He's making it ring like a pinball machine. And battling nonstop, the New York Knicks. We've seen all these blocks, and they are locked in defensively, giving up no easy buckets. And that's it for now as we send you back out to Kevin and Clark for the second half. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody.
The second half is now beginning. It's been a close one. Neither team has been able to get an edge. And here now the Magic. It's a 5-point game. And Scott is out there for Orlando. Here's Anderson, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to strike for 2.
Contact certainly altered that shot. The official was right on top of it.
And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line. And so here's New York. They trail by 7. One thing most people would probably admit when looking at Orlando, last April, May, and in the spring, they seemed underrated going into last season's playoff run.
Yeah, I think they were a bit under the radar, Kevin. I mean, people just didn't realize how good that team was defensively. They were a very solid defensive team. I mean, they would always kind of blind you with the three-point shooting and the ability of Howard to finish around the rim and block shots. But that team was a very good defensive team.
Oakley against Grant. Terrific swat. The Magic leading by 8. Here's Scott. Blocked. 1:03 left in the third quarter. Fires top of the key. Kept alive. Grant against Oakley. It's blocked. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1. Scott can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 8. Can't hit, so Orlando will take it the other way. The break is up. Grant inside. And great assist as he lays that one in.
Good job of leading his man right to the rim for the bucket.
And so here's New York.
Here, they'll want to hold for one shot.
Here's Houston. And the Knicks miss again. We have just finished the third quarter, and it's a double-digit ball game. Magic lead by 10. And now it's our sideline reporter for our strike spark of the game. Yours.
And Kevin, for that great stretch the Magic put together, they get the Sprite Spark Award. They went on that offensive tear in the first quarter, and they haven't looked back, guys.
Rick Doris, that big scoring run being a difference maker, Clark, in this game.
Well, it often comes in spurts, Kevin. Spurtability is what I call it, and that's what happened today.
And so here's New York. It's a 10-point game. And New York looking to do payback. Charles Oakley out there with Ewing and Johnson. Number 1. No luck on the three-point attempt. And it's the Magic with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Down low. Here's Scott. Picks it up. And he drops it in on the layup.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Houston, defended by Wilkins. Drains it from short range.
Boy, you got to love the way he gets himself to the rack. He knows how to keep the ball away from the defenders and lay it in.
Here's Hardaway. And that's good. Laying it in. And the Magic lead by 12.
Excellent elevation on that shot. He had time to bring it around, double clutch, balance his checkbook, and still lay it in.
Houston nets it from the wing. Here's Wilkins. 1:04 left in the fourth. On the line. The rebound by Johnson.
When you take a leaner like that, a difficult shot, it's going to hurt your chances, no matter which way you cut.
Here's Houston. On this free. And the Magic with possession. Here's Hardaway. Open. And New York takes it the other way. 31 seconds left in the game. Here's Houston. Off from three-point land. They're in a good position here to ride out.
They certainly are. If they just play smart here, this game's all but over. With this double-digit margin, very little can be done to make this a contest now.
This one seems all but over at this point.
Yeah, Kevin, it's going to take a miracle now for them to win this game.
Here's Johnson. Cuts the score to single digits. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're in front by 9. 7 seconds left in the fourth. Clark, what are your thoughts?
Curious timing for the timeout there, Kevin. They hold a solid lead and aren't really in jeopardy of losing. So why prolong the game? We need to get out of here.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He told them, keep pushing hard to the end. Just finish out these last few minutes, and we'll be able to come away with the W. Kevin?
And so it's Orlando winning this one. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
That about does it for Clark Kellogg and Doris Burke and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for watching. Now, here's a Jordan Brand player of the game.